Hi, I'm Mel, and I am choosy. My ultimate skin goal is gusto kong mag-even out ang skin tone ko.
Hi, my name is Gian Anwada. My skin goals are to become whiter, fairer, healthier, and younger.
It really shows na yung skin ko ngayon mas moisturized, mas glowing, and mas healthy.
Thanks to Glutasy, I got my skin tone back. Thank you so much, Glutasy.
Every coffee needs a lotus.
What's the secret to beauty's beauty?
Langis.
Ito ba lahat ang gamit mo?
Ay hindi. Isa lang ang gamit ko for all. Moringa O2 Therapy Oil. Hindi lang malunggay. Meron ding olive oil and omega from sunflower oil.
This therapy oil helps relieve my dry and irritated skin.
It helps lighten my scars and stretch marks.
It helps make my hair young and healthy.
This is our beauty secret.
Sana all!
Zero oil.
Nandito ako nung nagpa-practice mag-bike ng anak ko.
Nandito ako nung nag-birthday si Mommy.
Dito ako nag-celebrate ng wedding anniversary namin.
Distance will always be a problem. So choose a home that makes life more fulfilling by bringing you closer to everything that matters the most. Arezzo Place Pasig. Live fulfilled.
Finma Properties, making room to build your future.
Hi, I'm Mel, and I am choosy. My ultimate skin goal is gusto kong mag-even out ang skin tone ko.
Hi, my name is Gian Enwada. My skin goals are to become whiter, fairer, healthier, and younger.
It really shows na yung skin ko ngayon mas moisturized, mas glowing, and mas healthy.
Thanks to Glutasine, I got my skin tone back. Thank you so much, Glutasine.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to our Zoom participants and good afternoon to our FB Live viewers. Hope everything is fine and good with you. So, welcome to another e-learning session powered by Ariva Academy. Our today's topic is selfless leadership, leading your people through turbulent times. My name is Irish Malanda, your host, and joining me today as my co-host and moderator is one of our partner speaker, Mrs. Seth Shapno. Hello, Mrs. Seth.
Hi, good afternoon, Miss Irish. You're looking good as ever.
Thank you. Thank
nice
you for
to co-host with you.
Yes, okay. Later, you will be introducing our speakers. So before that, please allow me to greet and welcome our international participants. They are from Malaysia. Hello, thank you for joining us today. From Lalitpur, Nepal, Lahore, Pakistan, Doha, Qatar, Singapore, Taipei, Taiwan, Boston, United States, and Houston, United States. Thank you for joining us today. And also, I would like to greet also Miss Juliet Dumpayan from La Trinidad. So, hi, Ariva. God shall prosper you out of your generosity. Thank you for watching us. And thank you for your heartfelt message to us. Thank you, ma'am. So, in order for us to have a smooth flow of our e-learning session today, here are the house rules. For those of you who are first-time viewers of our webinar, please type in hi in the chat box now. Let me see. Who are the first-timers here? Okay. Erwin. Hello, Patricia. Mildred. Hello. Welcome to our webinar. Abigail. Hello. Francesca. Hi. Okay. Medyo marami, Mrs. Seth. And
dami. Oh.
Yes, we would like to know if you can hear us loud and clear. You will be needing a good quality headset. So please use the following codes. Type in now 111 if you can hear us loud and clear. We're audible. 222 means you can hear us. 2121 means our sound is breaking up. And question mark if you don't understand anything. Okay? We're loud and clear. Miss Michelle, thank you. Francisca Ruedas. Mark Jason. Okay. Miss Inaida, we're loud and clear. Thank you. Miss Charlotte. Okay, so we're good. Moving on, we will be having a quick break later after the presentation of our speaker and before we move on to the question and answer portion. For question and answer guidelines, participants' microphones would be temporarily disabled by the administrator during discussion to avoid interruptions. Questions will be entertained after each topic of the session. For questions and clarifications during the provided time after each topic, please click the raise hand button for the administrator to enable the microphone for live questions. Type in your questions at the Q&A box. Again, at the Q&A box, one question at a time will be entertained. For comments and feedback, please scan this QR code. This will be directed to our feedback form. Please send us your comments, suggestions, topics to discuss in order for us to improve our future e-learning sessions. Okay, I know you're all excited to meet our speaker to discuss selfless leadership, leading your people through turbulent times. Mrs. Seth, please do the honors in introducing our speaker today.
Thank you, Miss Irish. To all our live audience tuned in to Facebook Live, good afternoon. And also from our viewers watching over YouTube and LinkedIn, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you our speaker for today. Our speaker is the President and Chief Trainer of HVM Training Services, which provides continuing professional development programs for professionals in the workplace. He is a fellow of the Royal Institute of Management Singapore, a world-class multidisciplinary professional organization which recognizes excellence globally. He is also a PRC, Professional Regulation Commission, accredited author and speaker for the continuing professional development of the members of the Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants, also known as PICPA. He is also a TV host of the business talk show, The Business Portal, on the corporate world on Global News Network, GNN. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all give a warm round of applause for Mr. Howell Mabalot.
Thank you so much, Coach
Howell.
Suzette. Good afternoon. Kumusta ka na?
Ikaw, kamusta na? It's been a year.
It's been a year.
We saw each other.
Oo nga, face to face.
So
but
nice
this is the next best thing, di ba?
Yes.
By the way, I'd like to congratulate you to all our participants right now. Ma'am Suzette is now a US certified coach, NLP coach. So neuro-linguistic programming. Maraming salamat, Coach Suzette.
Thank you.
Filipinos are global. So,
thank you, Sir Howell.
Thank you for doing this.
Of course. I'm sure that our viewers are so excited like me to hear what you're going to say about selfless leadership. I'm sure a lot of people are clamoring for this. So take it away.
Thank you so much. Siyempre, maraming salamat, Suzette. Totoo yan. What we really need is a guidance, a beacon of hope, something that will strengthen our faith. And therefore, I'd like to share something. So, slides right now so far is, okay. So, let's check PowerPoint. Start from the very So, sa naman yung mga nakikinig ngayon? Tayo, sa mga nakikinig ngayon. And so let's share. Nakikinig at nanonood. Wave your hands. And so if you can really see it, ha? So, Ma'am Suzette, nakikita na ba?
Sir Howell, I can see you, but it's a bit choppy. If you can just probably check your internet connection a bit.
Okay. So we're broadcasting live.
I just want to share to all our viewers. So, si Howell po is doing moderating seminars for the past few weeks. And I would like to thank you also for that, Howell, for your
Thank you so
generosity.
much. So right now, I'm finding it hard to share. Sharing, what can you see from the Zoom room?
Okay, so I can see the slides. If you can just press the play button. I can see your slides, but
you can see the slides now. Can you see it now?
Yes, that's better. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Coach Suzette. And again, this is the beauty of doing it live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
So, selfless leadership, leading your people through turbulent times. I'd like to ask the people here, how many of you are experiencing turbulence right now? Marami, di ba? So, dami lang mga nagre-raise ng hand. Thank you. We're experiencing some turbulence. And when we think of turbulence, ito ang gusto natin gawin. We'd like to identify ano ba yung attributes ng selfless leader. Sino ba si selfless leader? At sino naman si self-absorbed leader? And how can you identify if the leader is selfless or self-absorbed? Secondly, sa mga participants natin ngayon, we'd like to understand the importance of rising above catastrophes. We want you to be egoless. What's the importance? Why do you need to be egoless? Why should you be egoless instead of full of ego? We want to win the fight. And for us to do that, you have to not really forget the self, but position yourself properly. Thirdly, we need to classify degrees of impact of life storms. Yung iba kasi, para sa kanila yung life storms, kaya lang nila. Yung iba naman, their life storms could mean death. Yung iba, it's about separation, emotional or physical. So what are the life storms and how can we prepare? What steps can we do to address the challenges? We'll do our best so that we will also explore creative ways to effectively respond to disruptions with the least possible resources. You know what? Crisis can be expensive. And the price we have to pay sometimes is life, our life. Sometimes it's our belongings. Sometimes it's what we possess. So what can we do to minimize what we spend? And next, connect with your people on intellectual, emotional, and spiritual levels. The operative word here is connect. Because like every gadget we have, you cannot connect and you cannot charge it. If you cannot charge if you don't connect in the first place. So before you charge, you have to connect first with your people. So how do we connect to your people? Intellectually, emotionally, spiritually. Okay po ba tayo? Yan. So let's look at ourselves. Ito ka. This is you. This circle represents who you are. You as a human being, you as a leader, you and your personal emotions, ikaw ito. Ikaw yung you love ice cream or you hate it. You love your neighbor or you hate them. You love and admire your boss or you have ill feelings toward the boss. So the personal emotions is okay. Why? Because you are a living, breathing, thinking, and feeling individual. So this is good. Feelings are good. But we'll find out how can this backfire. So remember, you are the circle. You are the circle. You own those personal emotions. Am I clear? Ayan. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, it's better now. It's better now, Howell. You may
you.
Continue, yeah.
Ayan. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Coach Suzette, for being my constant feedback giver. Now,
oh, no worries.
So let's talk about the three kinds of leader. Ang ating point of reference is the self, the emotions you feel. Ineffective leaders. Bakit ba may ineffective leaders sa workplace? Bakit may household head na ineffective? Bakit may presidente ng isang kumpanya na ineffective? Bakit may isang kaibigan na ineffective? Why? Because, this circle turned gray. Bakit kaya? Why? Because ineffective people, especially leaders, are disconnected from their emotion. You are the red dot. So I'd like you to know that you are the red dot. You're not inside, you're not connected, you're not aware of your emotions, you are disconnected. Now, bakit may disconnected people? Two things. Pwedeng dati siyang connected emotionally and then napagod na siya. And that for her to, or for him, just to survive and not really thrive, just to survive, her only choice or his only choice is to disconnect from the emotions that almost kill him or her. Now, if you are disconnected, this is a big problem. A disconnected person, and for this particular lesson, module, a disconnected leader will not be able to connect with his constituents, her people, his staff, her line leaders. There is a disconnect. Therefore, all the more that people get frustrated and angry. But we can notice disconnected people. Ito yung pagod na, so bahala kayo dyan. Binigyan ko yung ng chance, di kayo nakikinig, bahala kayo dyan. So bahala kayo dyan is an indicator that the person somehow is giving up and therefore resorts to disconnecting the self. So ineffective leader. Now, let's look at the second type person or a leader. Oh, egoistic leader. So when we think of ego, it's about the self. Like I mentioned, it's okay to feel. It's okay to own your emotions. However, you, the red dot, is just confined within the circle. Which means if you're just confined within the circle, your personal emotion, then all you care about is how you feel. Which means, kung pagising mo, masama ang pakiramdam mo, at masama ang loob mo, and you don't feel good, sasabihin mo, tabi ang ayaw masaktan. You will say that. Why? Because you don't care about how other people feel or you don't have any idea how other people feel. Ang concern mo lang, galit ako ngayon, sama ng loob ko, ang sasama ng ugali nyo, wala kayong kwentang tao, and that's the feelings. Those are the feelings that you feel. Therefore, you react according to how you feel. Self-absorbed leaders, so from being self-aware, from being an emotional being, to becoming a self-absorbed being, ito yung danger. Why? Because at this time, well, it's better because you know what you want. You know what you need. You know what will make you happy. You know what will make you sad and mad. But the downside is, do you know what will make other people happy? What will make them sad? What will make them mad? And minsan, ito yung napakahirap. Yung to break through, to break out of the concept of self. Let's talk about self-absorbed. What will make you happy? For example, you feel like, uy, I bought a new car. It's worth 3 million pesos. Yay! I'm successful! Ayan, so you feel so happy. And then, pagdating sa stoplight, sa EDSA, napansin mo, on your left, somebody's driving an old car. And then you say, see, I'm better than you. Why? Because I'm driving a 3 million car and you're driving a 10-year-old car. So pag ganon, there's inconsistency. You treat the other person with lesser respect. And then eventually on the right, nag-park, Maserati, 10 million pesos. So ikaw naman, that self-absorbed, a while back, just a second ago, you feel good about yourself. You're successful. And then, after a second, you see the Maserati. Nasa stoplight, nakasabay, katabi mo, 10 million peso worth, yours is 3 million pesos worth. Therefore, that green, that lush, that teeming with life emotion will turn red. Egoistic leaders, they are easily offended, they're easily triggered, and we see a lot of them on Facebook. They are highly reactive. They take things personally. And this is a dangerous kind of a leader. So kanina pinag-usapan natin, what's the first type of a leader? the disconnected. The second type of a leader, the self-absorbed. Now, sino dito si selfless? Let's look for the red dot. Kung kanina yung red dot, andun sa zone of disconnection. Yung self-absorbed na doon sa within the limits of her personal emotions or his personal emotions. Asan si selfless? Ito si selfless. The selfless leader broke through the limitations. Yes, she still feels those emotions, but those emotions don't control her anymore. He still feels being attacked personally. He still feels that people are hating him, but it's okay. Why? Because the transcended leader is above his emotions. Yes, I am an emotional being. I feel being offended. Yes, I feel the hate coming from all sides of the room, but it's okay. Why? Because the transcended leader is way above the self. So imagine the self as water. Yung sinabi nating disconnected, nasa pinakailalim siya ng ilog. Yung self-absorbed, nalulunod siya sa damdamin. Si transcended, nasa ibabaw ng tulay. And he sees what's happening to his emotions. She sees what's happening to her. And because she has transcended, she has get rid of the self when she transitioned into the position of leadership. Yes, the self is there, but it's beneath her. Yes, the self is there, but it's beneath him. Therefore, as the leader assumes the position as a CEO, a CFO, head of the household, head ng barkada, he is selfless. She is selfless. It's not anymore, what can I get from it? Ano bang ganansya ko dito? How much will I get from this supplier? Not anymore that. Will they love me? Not anymore that. The transcended leader or the selfless leader is no longer concerned about the self, but the whole. The transcended leader is not inside the green circle, it's part of the white space. And what is the white space? That's the organization. That's the country. That's the household. That's the company. That's your department. Am I making myself clear?
It's a very good sharing, Sir Howell. No? Kasi karamihan sa ating leaders, especially nowadays,
Oo, Ma'am Suzette.
yes, they tend to freeze.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to freeze and they're having a hard time really how to figure out what to do, that they forget to look at the bigger picture. So maganda itong selfless leadership na ito.
Nako, salamat, Coach Suzette. Coming from you, I mean, you a certified NLP coach, maraming salamat. So our goal, if you want to be selfless. Now, akala ng ibang tao, there's a misconception about selfless. Pag selfless daw, kalimutan mo yung sarili mo. Hindi ka nakakain on time, hindi ka na maliligo, hindi ka na magsisipilyo, hindi ka na magbibihis, hindi ka na maghahanda, hindi ka na lalaban. That's the wrong conception of selfless leadership. Now, a selfless leader takes a bath, eats healthy food, exercises. Why? Because she has to be there for the people. She does it for the people. Not to look good, not to impress the people, not to win their votes. No. She takes care of the self so she can be a selfless leader to lead the white space, to lead the organization. So, ang tanong natin, basahin po natin ito sabay-sabay. What you value
will guide you.
Will guide you. What you value will guide you. So, tingnan natin. What does the disconnected leader value? She just had to exist. Wala na, suko na ako. Wala, retreat na ako. Magpapakitan lang ako on September. Wala na, I don't care anymore. I don't know, I'm tired. What about the self-absorbed leader? What does the self-absorbed leader value? Ang sabi ko kanina, teka, pag kayo ba kukunin kong supplier, magkano yung ibibigay nyo sa akin dyan? How much will be my cut? Or, teka, if I will do the press conference, ilan yung manonood? Make sure na may pala para papalakpakan nila ako. Make sure that you surround the press con with people who will kiss my behind and worship me. I want to make sure that when I stand up, all the lights are okay so that I look good. And they will say, oh, our leader is beautiful or smart looking. That's the self-absorbed leader concerned about what will be the impression about her. Thirdly, what are the values? Remember, what you value will guide you. The transcended leader, remember, is not in the green space. She is in the white space. Therefore, what she values is the whole. Kabuuan. Kung ang hawak niya ay barangay, kaligtasan ng barangay. Kung siya ang puno ng pamilya, kaligtasan ng pamilya. If she's the head of the state, it's all about the safety and security of the nation. Now, let's look at it on a microcosm point of view. Look at ourselves. It could be it's about you being disconnected. Disconnected ka na sa kasama mo sa bahay. Or masyado kang self-absorbed, ayaw mong kainin yung niluto ng nanay mo kasi hindi ko kumakain ng gulay. Or are you transcended and you know na ito ang budget natin, pagkakasahin natin, and make sure by May 16, buhay tayo lahat. So let's put up a poll question. Okay po ba tayo? Poll question, ito bakit naka-slide? For the Zoom participants, tingnan na lang natin ha. So where do you see yourself right now? Are you a transcended person? Are you just disconnected? You're tired. Ayoko na! Gusto ko nang sumuko. Are you self-absorbed na, teka, give me something. Do something for me. Ayan.
Okay, so we have some answers already from
yan, lumalabas.
our participants. Yeah. Selfless leader. Some of them say na selfless leader sila, which is good.
That's good.
Selfless leader, there's another one. Great.
Ayan. Wow.
Okay, may I ask our participants, don't be shy, type in your answers.
Pati sa Facebook Live, di ba?
Also, FB Live,
Coach Josette,
yes.
pwede rin sa FB Live. Sige. Ayan. So mukhang marami nang nag-post ng kanilang sagot.
Just may dalawa na I feel disconnected now.
Okay, so can we end the polling, Sir Jeff? Ayan. Anong nanalo, Coach Josette? 105 people.
Ang ating transcended. Yes.
Wow! Palakpakan natin!
68%.
Thank you. And then we have this 27 people, 17%, self-absorbed, 15%. It's okay. So, okay lang yan. Okay lang yan para sa atin. Diba? Kasi, okay lang. For the transcended, congratulations. For the self-absorbed, okay lang yan. For the disconnected, okay din lang yan. Okay? Kasi, sabay-sabay nating basahin. Yes?
Sir Howell, sorry to cut you off. Paayos lang sandali. Nagbe-break ulit.
Nagbe-break ulit?
Yes.
Okay na ba ngayon?
Now that's better. Yes.
Better na. Thank you, Coach Josette, for the constant feedback.
Of course. We want the best audio for our participants.
Ayan. So, everybody, let's all read this. Sabay-sabay.
Okay, so
acceptance
is first step to change.
The first step to change. So, okay lang.
Napakaganda.
Tanggap natin ngayon na hindi pa tayo transcended, hindi pa tayo selfless. Okay lang yan. At least, acceptance is the first step to change. Bakit? There are some quotes saying that awareness is the first step to change. Well, but we see a lot of people who are self-aware but not changing. But then, when you accept that you need to change, that's the first step to actually changing yourself. And we thank you for your honesty. Okay na yung sound natin, Coach Josette?
Maganda na, better.
Ayan, maraming salamat. Acceptance is the first step. So, ayan. So, na-classify na natin sino si self-absorbed leader, sino si selfless leader, sino si disconnected leader. Now, let's start leading our people through this life storm. So, when I say life storm, ito yung mga bagyo ng buhay. Hindi ito yung cyclone or hindi ito yung low pressure area na develop into a storm. No. This is a life storm. This is something that interrupts the peace you have in your mind. Now, let me tell you this. People often mistaken peace for quiet and quiet for peace. Now, the truth is, peace is not necessarily quiet, and quiet does not necessarily mean peace. You enter a room full of employees. Ito, based on our experience. We will do a focus group discussion. Mukha naman silang matahimik. They're all smiling. So there's quiet. But when we start the focus group discussion, dun lumalabas yung galit ng mga empleyado sa boss nila. So, quiet, yes, but you thought quiet means peace? No. They appear to be peaceful, but deep inside, sumasabog sila. So, closed door meeting, focus group discussion, kung pwede lang daw sanang matanggal yung may-ari or matanggal yung boss nila. Quiet doesn't always mean peace. Malinaw po ba? Malinaw yung sound, Coach?
Yes, malinaw na, malinaw na.
On the other hand, peace doesn't mean quiet. Papasok ka sa bahay, ang gulo-gulo ng mga anak mo, maiingay, you know what, they're teasing each other, magulo magkakapit bahay, nagsisigawan, but then the energy is, the vibe is positive. Yes, maingay, nakatira ka sa tabi ng kalye, there is noise. But deep inside, you sleep better at night because you are at peace. Therefore, the life storm we have may happen two ways. It may be happening now. Globally, it's the pandemic, COVID-19. That's the external life storm. On a national scale, nationwide, it's the ECQ for the people in Luzon.
Yes.
It's the GCQ, General Community Quarantine for the rest of the Philippines. Now, citywide, ito yung kanya-kanyang pagalingan ng mayor, ganyan. Magaling yung mayor namin, yung mayor niya nawawala. Barangay-wide naman, it's the chairperson, si captain and her people. And on a household level, it's you. Your loved ones. My life storm. You're not okay. You know that you're not okay. And on a personal note, you're not at peace, personally. So I'd like you to start asking yourself now, what is your life storm? What is your life storm? This is not a poll question, but ask yourself, is this the personal life storm? Is this the familial life storm? Is this the religious life storm? Is this the barangay life storm, the community life storm? Is this the provincial life storm, the national life storm, or the global life storm? Whatever your life storms are, there are 10 critical steps that we can take to take charge and lead your people through the turbulent times. Okay po ba? Am I making myself clear? Everyone? Malinaw po?
It is very well explained and they're typing yes.
Yes,
so
thank you
yes
so much.
Yes to personal life storm.
Totoo
yes,
yan.
Yes.
Salamat.
Most of them are sharing.
Thank you,
Personal life
Coach.
storm. Marami tayo niyan ngayon. Sir.
Marami tayong life storm. Ito, the life storm could be, I've heard it from a friend and I've known friends. Life storm would be just the past week. We have speakers who lost an uncle, lost a sister to COVID-19. The life storm could be the death of a loved one. And then somebody called me and said, Howell, I'm about to lose my condo unit. And then somebody said, I'm about to lose my car. And on TV, we see yung mga TNVS drivers, yung mga Grab drivers, they're afraid na mahatak yung kanilang sasakyan. Those are life storms.
Mm-hmm.
Different life storms. Nanganak, namatay yung nanay, nanganak, namatay yung baby, tinanggihan sa ospital. At least that's their version of truth. Ang sabi naman ng hospital, I'm sorry, we can... So there are different lives. There's chaos. So what do you need to do? Accept that there is chaos. Because when you deny it, it will not go away. You cannot chase, walang COVID, walang COVID, walang COVID-19. You cannot say that. You cannot say, walang COVID-19, and you go to supermarkets and wet markets without any mask, you will get it. So what happens when the leader's ego gets in the way? Sasabihin niya, teka muna, tatakbo ako sa eleksyon. Kailangan manalo ako. So wala, sabihin natin, everything is under control. So again, the self-absorbed leader will get in the way. Instead of taking prompt, effective actions, sasabihin niya, teka muna, paano na yung career ko? Paano na yung kotse ko? Paano na yung position ko? Paano na ako? So the ego gets in the way. which is why it is important that a leader be selfless. Underlying dangers of denial and indecisiveness, the more we deny, remember, time is not on your side. Whether it's a family storm, life storm, or it's a spiritual life storm, a religious life storm, you cannot deny the fact that being indecisive will only make matters worse. Which is why, as a selfless leader, you have to have two things in mind: urgency and competence. Trabaho agad. Anong gagawin natin? May problema. What do we do? And you have to be competent. Now, some people, puro gigil lang, pero walang kakahayang mamuno. They end up messing up with a plan or not having an airtight plan. So what are the two currencies that are most important in turbulent times? Urgency and competence. Bawal maiwan sa pansitan. Bawal ang tutulog-tulog, bawal ang kampante. Okay? So that's the first critical step of the 10 steps to deal with a life storm, turbulence, crisis, catastrophe, and in this case, we're all healing together. We heal as one, the COVID-19 pandemic. Now that the self-absorbed is not in the way, now that the selfless leader accepts the fact that the white space is under attack, the second step, assess the impact. So from accepting, assess. Ano na yung nangyari? Saan na umabot? What has happened? Dito po sa sitio ganito, sa puok ganyan, sa barangay. Okay, what is happening now? Nagkakagulo po sila. Yung iba po, they are lying to the doctor saying na hindi naman sila na-expose. And what do you think will still happen if you don't act? Ganito po, kapag people will not have a change of mind and change of behavior, patay po tayong lahat. Now, as you assess the impact, you have to have 4 strategic goals. Everybody say 4. 4. Call it MRPR. Remember MRPR. Firstly, mitigation. Stop the bleeding. Pigilan agad ang lahat ng butas, takpan, lahat ng apoy, buhusan, at lahat ng tagas ng supplies, pigilan. Mitigate these damages and more casualties. Stop them from happening or worsening. Mitigate. Diba? I remember as a child, kami, I was so blessed to grow up in Quezon Province. Minsan, naglalaro kami sa kalye, naglalaro kami sa bukid, and there was this time, naglambitin ako sa puno ng star apple, kainito, pagbagsak, dumugo. Dumugo ang ulo. Naranasan ko rin na nahulog sa tricycle as a child. Pagbagsak ko sa tricycle, ayan, nasagasaan ng gulong. 5 years old, yung binti ko or yung tuhod ko. So, what will be the first response? Mitigate. So, pigilan kung saan may dumudugo. Same whether it's your heart. If you're in love and you broke up with a loved one, mitigate. Wag ka nang maglinger sa drama. Okay? Erase, if it will help you, erase the pictures, set to private settings, lahat ng pictures nyo together, and focus on mitigation. Kasi, if you don't mitigate, you might die. Number 2, sabi natin MRP, respiration. Naligtas mo na, ang tanong, paano naman siya mananatiling buhay? To respirate or to let them breathe, let the community survive. Paano mo mapapagkasya hanggang May 16 ang pagkain para sa pamilya mo? Paano mo mababayaran ang tuition fee ng anak mo? Paano mo mababayaran ang 2 buwan ng kinuha mong sasakyan for Grab? Whatever it is, survival and sustenance. Bawal ang choosy dito. Respiration. Keep them alive. Keep your people alive. Thirdly, now that they're alive, are they safe? Make sure na hindi sila magkakasakit. Make sure na malinis ang tubig. Make sure na ang pagkain ay hindi contaminated if it's your people. If it's the organization, make sure that your people are not endangering themselves, which will eventually lead to endangering their co-employees in an organization. Protect them. Number 4, restoration. keep in mind that before you can restore, you have to mitigate. Before you can restore, you have to respirate. Because before you can restore, you need to protect. And restoration will eventually happen. 4 strategic goals. Now, let's have a poll question. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when somebody or when someone invites you to have coffee? Sige nga.
Okay. Participants, keep them coming. Sagutin lang, huwag mahiya.
Huwag mahiya.
Ako, ang sagot ko dyan, alam na ni Howell.
Alam ko na. Gusto ka niya.
Gusto niya ako.
Gusto ka niya.
Don't be shy. O yan, may kasama na ako. Nag-number 1 din. Gusto din daw siya. Okay?
So this may be a fun question, but it will lead us to a point.
Okay.
Ayan. So
Come
let
on,
us know when
lang.
to stop. Ayan, dire-diretso pa, no?
4 ones here for networking.
Okay, 15 seconds more. I'm sorry, meron na lang, magmadali tayo. And for those viewers dito sa Facebook Live, LinkedIn, and YouTube, you can also answer this. Ayan.
Okay, gusto niya
Time
ako
is up?
for something. Yes, time is up. Let's see. Who
So,
won?
Coach, ano nangyari?
30% networking lang yan.
Okay, pero parang close fight, no, Coach?
Sa number 2.
Oo,
Yes,
no?
close fight. Sa ano kaya ang kapalit?
Wow.
So naglalaban. 5% lang naman difference. Yes?
Lamang si networking yan. So, ibig sabihin, auto, napaso na tong mga tao. So,
oo, tama.
So, ano kayang relevance ito, Coach, and our viewers?
Iba-iba tayo. Yan, no?
Iba-iba tayo, no?
Same. Iba-iba ang pananaw natin sa mga bagay-bagay.
So, ngayon, unahin natin ito. Sabay-sabay?
Your intention will influence your action. Napakaganda.
Ayan. So, ang gusto nating malaman, anong intensyon niya? Bakit niya ako inaayang magkape? Mahal ba niya ako? Siya ba yan? Gusto lang niya makalibre para ako magbayad? Or ano kayang kapalit nito? Diba? O aayain niya ako sa networking. Now, no offense to networking, pero alam ko marami sa atin, katulad ko, nakaranas ako na I thought well-meaning yung invitation ng friend ko. And then, yun pala, the intention is not pure. And then it happened thrice. So, what happens is, lumayo na lang ako. We're no longer close friends, pero I still respect her as a person. So, okay lang yan. So, remember, your intention will influence your action. So, when people do something, when someone does something for you, you have to think, anong intention ito? So, kanina, we start from accepting that there's a crisis, assessing the damage, address your people. Address your people. So, bakit tayo nagkaroon ng poll question about intention? Why? Because when you address your people, if your intention is to fool your people into thinking that you're still okay, that they should vote for you, that you should not be evicted, that you should not be asked to step down of your position as the secretary or the lead of the finance department, if the self-absorbed leader's intention is for the advantage of the self,
yes,
it will never be clear. Malinaw po ba ang aking boses?
Yes.
Thank you.
Howell, continue please.
A selfless leader naman, on the other hand, the clarity is key. Sasabihin niya, ito po yung nangyayari. Nakapasok po ang COVID-19 sa, let's just say, dito po sa BGC, 4 na building po ang may 6 at sila po ay, meron po tayong 68. So you can say that. Just as a matter of factly, tell them what's the situation. Kasi if the self gets in the way, nakakatakot, wag muna nating sabihin, isikreto natin to. Baka sabihin nila, failure of leadership. Baka alisin nila ako bilang chairman, alisin nila ako bilang puno ng cooperative, baka alisin nila ako bilang landlord, etc. But then, if you're a selfless leader, you will tell them, this is what's happening. You have to be truthful. And if you're truthful, you will be trustworthy. That's why kapag in-invite ka ng kape at nalaman mo, iba pala yung pakay niya, can you trust her again? No more. Can you trust him again? no more. So be truthful to be trustworthy. Tell them the truth. Ito yung nangyayari. And here's what we will need from you. We need you to cooperate. We need you to do your part. Here's what we will do. Address. So that the people, yes, they face fear with facts and they use facts to deal with fear. We don't erase fear. We make fear our friend. Because if people are afraid of the unknown, fear is so overwhelming, they will panic, there will be chaos, they will feel helpless. But in the face of fear, when you make the fear manageable, that okay, it can cause death, okay, there are asymptomatic people, okay, there are symptomatic, okay, so that fear can be your friend. So how can fear be our friend? Fear will be your friend if it will remind you to be careful, to always wash your hands, and to never touch your face, and observe proper quarantine rules, and never disobey the law. So at that point, you can make fear your friend. Now, fear can be a good friend, but fear can be a bad enemy. And if you can use fear to be a friend so that people will understand, oh nga, no, we need this. We need to change. And remember, we cannot change people. We cannot change their mind. But when we tell them the realities, the facts, the statistics, then they will decide, oo nga, no? Sige, dito lang tayo sa bahay. Call for cooperation. Again, the first step, accept that there is a life storm. Number 2, after accepting, assess the damage. And number 3, address your people, inform them. We need to survive before we thrive. Kapag inuna mo yung sarili mong kapakanan, yung pagtakbo mo muli, o yung kakainin ng sarili mo, o mamamatay ang mga tao sa paligid mo. Magko-close shop ang kumpanya mo. Survive before we thrive. Okay? So those are the 3 first steps of the 10 critical steps to leading your people through. Number 4, after mo silang ma-address, ayan na, tahin natin to sabay-sabay.
Power is the enabler that makes things happen. Yes.
Ayan. Thanks, everyone, and thank you, Coach. Power is the enabler. Remember, as a leader, you have a power. What is a power? Power is anything that enables you to make things happen. So, is money power? Yes, because it enables you to buy groceries. Is your position power? Yes, because it enables you to be authoritative or set a solid plan on stone so that people will have guidelines on how they will be behaving. So, kaya ito. Number 4, align your powers. So, ano yung power meron ka as a leader? Here are the powers you have. You have the human capital. Sa bahay, andyan si ate, si nanay, si kuya. Andyan ang asawa mo. Those are your human capital. Resources. Buksan mo ang pantry. May toyo, may kalamansi, may pansit canton. Ayan, so that's the familial setting, the family setting. Organizational setting, ilan ang empleyado mo? Magkano ang pera ng kumpanya? Anong ilalaan natin para they can work from home? Ilang laptop ang bibilhin kasi hindi pwedeng ilabas yung desktop? Machines, ano yung kailangan na makina, materyales? If it's a hospital, okay, how many ventilators do we need? Kaya natuwa tayo na the government has acted and responded to the need to convert these arenas and convention centers into hospitals, makeshift hospitals. By the methods. Bakit mo kailangan baguhin yung method? Bakit sa mall, hindi na pwede yung basta check-in yung bag? Bakit kailangan kunin yung temperature? Bakit kailangan mag-alcohol? Bakit kailangan naka-mask?
Bawal na rin din daw mag-hangout.
Bawal na rin mag-hangout. Modify the method. Make it airtight. Dati, ang daling tumawid in our province from Lucena going to Tayabas to Lukban, 20-30 minutes. Ngayon, ang daming dapat gawin para ka makalusot. Why? Because you have to modify the methods. So on a personal level, what do you need to modify? Kung ikaw ay nagmahal at nasaktan.
Nako.
How will you
Mahirap yan.
modify your method to qualify the next person you will welcome into your life? Dati may dimple lang, gusto mo na. Dati cute lang, gusto mo na. Mukhang K-pop opa, gusto mo na. Ngayon, hindi na. Modify your method. May trabaho ba siya? May bigasan ba siya? Mamahalin ka ba niya? So, I'm making, simple and exaggerated examples, but the point is, whether it is a global scale or a personal scale, align your powers.
Gives you a different perspective, no, Sir Howell? Gives you a different perspective after you align your powers, which is really very good.
So, when you align your powers kasi, nakikita mo, may magagawa pa pala tayo.
Pwede palang ibahin, gano'n.
Pwede palang ibahin. Pwede palang mag-survive. Kung dati sanay kang mag-sashimi sushi as a starter, at sanay ka sa ribeye steak or let's just say T-bone na medium rare, ngayon pwede ka palang magpansit canton. Diba? Modify. Ayan. So, align your powers.
May question dito, Sir Howell. Bakit ka daw may hugot?
Ang hugot ko ay para sa lahat ng tao. Alam mo kung bakit, Coach Suset?
Oo.
Iba tayo, nandito tayo sa lockdown. Not because we're in a lockdown, hindi na tayo nagko-connect with the outside world. And you know what? The people I connect with, I mean, alam mo yon, yung middle of quarantine, naghiwalay. Middle of quarantine, nag-iwanan. Middle of quarantine, nagsulian ng singsing. Middle of quarantine, nagbawian ng properties. Middle of quarantine, nag-block sa isa't isa ng bank accounts. Diba? So, nakakaawa. People, this quarantine or COVID-19 is bringing out not the best in us, unfortunately. It brings out the worst in us. So, kaya yon, ang hugot na yan ay para po sa ating lahat. Remember, you have powers within your disposal. It's at your disposal. Human capital, resources, organizational resources, align them. Number 5, assign. Once you have aligned, okay, so may budget na, no? May mga tao na, ilang tao. Sa mga taong ito, sino yung mamumuno? So let your network work. Who are the people of value? So, organisasyon. Naku, you're a group of companies. Food group. It's a big company. You have 20 restaurants with different cuisines, offering different strategic places. Appoint people of value. How can you survive before we thrive? And there are the things that make them people of value. If they bring in expertise, they are people of value. If they are responsive, if they are people of responsiveness, they have the attitude of responsiveness, they are people of value. They're people of character. Ito, napakahalaga nito, Coach Suset, and to all our participants. Why is character important? Kasi hindi lagi mo silang nababantayan. And if this person you appointed, yes, expert, yes, responsive, pero corrupt pala, yung isang saong bigas pagdating sa barangay, isang salok na lang. Kasi you're not always breathing down their necks, and I discourage you from breathing down their necks. So choose people of character. Yung meron, hindi self-absorbed, dapat selfless, above the self-leaders din. And number 4, commitment. So who are the people of value? So ngayon, isipin natin, sino yung mga taong may halaga na mapagkakatiwalaan natin. So again, let me tell you this. The 3 kinds of people in the world, the first type of people, they are reliant, umaasa. Let's just say sa gobyerno ng Pilipinas, there are people who are reliant, sila yung umaasa sa gobyerno, umaasa sa pangtawid, they are the reliant. Now, especially now, you cannot count on them to lead. Kasi nga, nung wala pang crisis, reliant na silang empake. Number 2, the self-reliant. Ito yung kaya nila. Okay, so walang amelioration, okay lang, mabubuhay kami. Self-reliant, that's good. So what they can do is they can stay at home. Hindi sila nakapagbubuhat ng bigat ng ibang tao, pero hindi rin naman sila nagpapabigat sa binubuhat ng pinuno. Ng leader, ng church, ng religion, ng organization, ng community, ng barangay, ng probinsya, ng bansa, ng mundo. But the third kind of a person is reliable. sila yung maasahan mo. Yung una, they are reliant, helpless sila, kailangan nila ng tulong, umaasa sila. The second type, the self-reliant. Sila yung, wag mo kaming isipin, okay na kami. But we need people who are reliable. And I hope and pray na sa panahong ito, maraming mag-step up to play at maging reliable. So be careful. As a leader, be careful to assign people of value. Because when you assign them a position, you empower them. You endow them with the power to make decisions, to implement, to execute. They are the extension of your mind and hands and heart and feet. So basically, the people of value, they are the extension of who you are. So be careful.
I would have to agree, no? People of value, very nice point there, Sir Howell. Because ang tanong siguro ng karamihan sa atin, ito bang people of value na tinutukoy natin? Dapat ba ito ba yung mga nakita natin pro-COVID or pre-COVID? People of value sila. Pero currently, during the COVID, pwede bang maiba yun?
Thank you. Grabe, Coach Josette. Grabe, no? Nakakatuwa yung question mo kasi ito yung katotohanan. This is the ultimate test of what you are made of as a human being. Before COVID-19, ang daming taong maingay, di ba?
Correct.
Sila yung nakikita mo lagi sa camera, sa TV, sa Facebook. Sila yung marurunong, sila yung experts.
Yes.
Eventually, nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, sila yung tahimik. At sino yung nakikita natin? Who suddenly becomes our heroes? Frontliners, essential health workers. They become our people of value. But the question is, ngayon lang ba sila naging people of value? No, they have always been valuable. Nung hindi natin sila napapansin, sila na yung naglilinis ng hospital, nagpapalit ng lampin ng mga pasyente. Sila na yung nagmamadaling araw sa hospital. Sila na yung nagbabantay at nagtatanod. They have always been valuable. It's just that we never valued them before COVID-19. The good thing, the good thing about COVID-19, dito lumabas kung sino yung tunay na leaders.
Correct.
I
agree.
So, di ba? From the inverted triangle, naging triangle. So dati, di ba? Yung mga mayayaman, kilala sila yung mga nasa laylayan at nasa ilalim, sila yung hindi pansin. Ngayon, sila yung mga hindi pinahahalagan, sila yung pinakamahalaga. So, ganyan, no? Whether you call it this or this, yung mga nasa baba, sila ngayon. So thank you for that, Coach Suzette. Assign proper professionals. So basahin natin ito. Basahin natin ito.
Okay, when passion fails, commitment will keep you going.
Ayan. So thank you, Coach, and thank you, everyone. Kasi di ba may mga taong gigil? Ang gagaling, no? Given a week, wala na yan. I remember there was a time when I was still part of an organization that hires people. Ang gandang tingnan sa CV niya. Interview, wow, ang galing. Presentable. First day na arawan, second day di na pumasok. Why? Because when passion fails, only the committed will keep going. Ito yung nasasaktan pero nagmamahal. Ito yung pagod pero pumapasok. Ito yung natatakot para sa pamilya niya pero nasa ospital. They are people of action. They keep on going. Why? Because they're not driven by passion anymore. They have committed themselves to a higher purpose. And so there are fallen heroes, sad to say, but their death is not in vain. When passion fails, commitment will keep you going. This brings us to the sixth step. Affirm response effectiveness. So from aligning to assigning, now affirming. Kasi nagtrabaho na yan, what you need to do. So you have delegated, you have empowered your people. What you need to do? Keep in touch with them. Stay connected. And then always huddle and say, teka, what works, what doesn't work? You don't say, teka, ito yung napag-usapan natin sa boardroom last week. Yes, last week, sa boardroom, tama yan. But what's true last week is not true anymore today. Kasi ngayon, we're overwhelmed by these patients. Kasi ngayon, maraming tao ang nagrereklamo kasi ngayon maraming tao ang nagbabanta. So, if you are connected with your people, you're fluid. Okay, so let's change plans. You're flexible. Okay, let's do this. Once you do that, you are constantly giving and receiving feedback. You're affirming your people. They're touching base with you. You are replying to them. You're in constant communication. That's why you need to offer intervention. You offer assistance. You offer guidance. Kasi minsan, nakita natin, may mga dito lang sa Dasmariñas Village, nakita natin may police na nagpapatupad ng quarantine rules, tapos sinasaway lang niya. Eventually, dinisrespect na siya ng isang expat, and eventually, yung maximum tolerance, we have seen this police person, this policeman, who was a selfless in a white space leader, nag-relapse siya, bumalik siya sa self-absorbed kasi na-disrespect na siya. Maybe we need to intervene, assist them, give them a breather. So, replenish your responders. Tanungin mo, may supply pa ba kayo? May mask alcohol pa ba kayo? May PPE pa ba kayo? Physical safety. O kayo ba nakatulog na? Baka naman hindi kayo mamatay sa COVID, mamatay kayo sa puyat, and we know that you can die from lack of sleep. Stress can kill you. Emotional support. Sir, miss na miss ko na yung pamilya ko. I understand. Ako rin, miss ko na rin yung pamilya ko. Kaya natin to, konting-konti na lang. Spiritual encouragement. Lord, may Diyos po ba? Bakit po namatay yung uncle ko? Lord, may Diyos po ba? Lord, bakit po namatay yung sister ko? It happens. So tell them, I don't know. Why? But what I can tell you is this. Yes, there's a higher power. There is this source. There's this higher being. Yes, there is this supreme being. Yes, there is God. We don't know it yet. We will find out someday, but it's okay. I'll pray for you. Those things, spiritual encouragement, it will help replenish your people. Affirm their importance. Check on them every so often. Affirm. Once you have affirmed them, as they work, you need to arise. Now, let's talk about arise. Kasi minsan, may mga leaders that they arise because they want exposure, they want 1 million likes, they want 1,000 shares, they want to be famous. They want to say, look at me, I'm a good leader. Be careful. Arise, selfless leader. You are there because they need to see that figure who is a beacon of hope. Kung si leader nakatayo pa rin, lumalaban pa rin, babangon tayo. Di ba? Lalaban tayo, babangon tayo. Laban daw. Somehow yung taong pagod, lalaban yan. Spark hope and keep the fire burning. Like what you mentioned, Coach Susette, nakakalungkot lang, pero marami ngayon na instead na nag-arise, nag-disconnect. They're missing in action.
Kaya which brings me also to the first point that you mentioned nung unang-una pa lang, how really being connected with your people is of utmost importance. Ito yun di ba? You cannot do number 7 if you're not connected.
Yeah.
Diba?
I agree. So yun yung foundation natin, Coach. Which is why you can only be an effective leader who arises if you are selfless, because you are there for them. It's not a moment for them to worship you or praise you.
Yes.
And in fact, whether it's a biblical, spiritual, or historical event, we need something to look up to strengthen us. For example, the Israelites look at this man-made serpent, image of a serpent, that anyone who looks at the image of the serpent will be healed. And if you are a Catholic or a Christian, you look at the cross, and when you touch the cross, you feel connected. That's very important. Some will go to Quiapo and pray, and they're not worshiping the image. The image is reminding them of a God who is in heaven who listens to them. Now, if you're a Muslim, even if you don't go to your temples, you see your mosque, it connects you spiritually. So be there for them. It's not you arising to bask in the glory of their applause and the limelight. No, you're there because they need you as a beacon of hope. Arise. So yung mga, ito nga Coach Seth, ang sana makita ito ng lahat ng leaders sa buong Pilipinas, hopefully sa buong mundo. Pero this is my ultimate dream. Sana lahat ng Pilipino, but in the meantime, makita sana to ng barangay chairmen and chairwomen, makita na sana to ng mga mayor, vice, lahat ng local LGUs, lahat ng, sana makita to. Why? Because this will help them. In fact, we have a full-blown workshop on this. Kasi ito, hinihahanay lang namin sa inyo. Okay? So once you have risen up, you have broke through fear and your personal concerns, you arise. So let's ask this. When your people see you, poll question tayo. Ito, personal opinion to ha. Pakibasa po, Coach, yung ating question.
Okay, so poll number 3. When your people see you, how does it make them feel? Number 1, are they inspired? Number 2, expired. 3, tired. 4, nothing.
Ayan.
So again, when your people see you, how does it make them feel? Inspired, expired, tired, or nothing?
So ganun din para sa ating mga Facebook Live viewers or sa LinkedIn or YouTube. Ask yourself, pag nakita ba ako ng tao ko, am I a source of positivity and light? Or am I like a black hole, sucking all their positivity and energy? So we have 10 seconds left.
Yes, 10 seconds left.
Ayan.
And as of the moment, number 1 is...
Winning ang number 1. Thank you.
Yes.
1 minute. Ayan, 1 minute na. Okay. Ano po? So ano pong results? Result
Clear
natin, Coach?
winner.
Clear winner.
Inspired is number 1.
80%. Thank you so much. Now, here's the thing. Here's the catch to say. This is our opinion. And I'm telling you, the result will differ. The result will be different if we ask their people. Do you agree?
Tama.
So I hope that we live up to that. Ha? Let's be inspiring. So after you have, so ayan, right? Ha? Next. Tatlo na lang to. Number 8, achieve. Achieve. Kasi nga, you have assigned your resources, aligned your resources, assigned your experts, you have affirmed their roles, you have risen up, you arise to lead them achieve. So ito, kailangan yung execution katumbas ng expectation. Pag sinabing mas mataas dapat ang recovery kaysa death, we'll do our best para walang mamatay. So that mas marami ang gagaling. Execution versus expectation. Pag sinabing 2 beses lang tayong kakain, brunch and dinner, dapat yun din, yung execution sa expectation. And use control measures. So, as coaches, we know, Coach said na yung motivational theory, di ba? We reward good behavior, we punish bad behavior, ganun din dito. If they're behaving good, reward. Behaving badly, alam natin, very creative yung mga chairman, mga barangay captain, pinagsasayaw ng spaghetti, pinagbubuhat ng mga barbell sa initan, yung mga pasaway. Well, that's how they punish bad behavior. But, well, that's uniquely theirs. There's that. And you can see your people through the storm. Walang iwanan. Ito yung magandang drawing or image, Coach said. It's the image of bayanihan. Tandaan natin, ako as a child, have you ever seen a bayanihan, Coach said, in person?
Of course, yes.
Okay, sa Pangasinan ba?
Sa Pangasinan, high school ako noon, ginagawa to kasi baha. Madalas kasi kami binabaha.
Ang tanong,
we have full of people. Yan talaga. Oo.
So, ganun din sa amin, nung bata ako sa probinsya ng Quezon Province. Hello sa mga Tagalukban, Quezon. Proud Quezonian tayo. So, nung bata ako, ang dami niyan. Parang every weekend, ang dami niyan. Ang tanong, Coach Jose, may sweldo ba yung mga yan na pawis-pawis, nangangamoy putok, langis-langis, bilad sa araw?
Wala, no? If there's one thing that's keeping us going through COVID, it's really this.
That is true. So ito, mga walang sweldo to. Pagod na pagod, hirap na hirap. And yet, why? They're committed. Why? Because they believe we can achieve it. Ang ganda ng kanta, no? Yung una, we win as one, ginawa ni Ryan kay Abiab na we heal as one.
Sample nga, Sir Howell. Sample.
Talking voice na yung ginagamit natin ngayon, Coach. Alam mo naman yan.
Sige.
So achieve! Ayan, hanggang sa makarating kayo from point A to point B. And once you have achieved, once that you have conquered the life storm, whether it's the COVID-19, or the financial crisis, or the health crisis, or the loss of a loved one, mahalaga to. Let me tell you again, a disconnected leader will never have this chance. Kasi hindi naman siya nag-arise. A self-absorbed leader will steal all the praises and say, I'm a good for you. You have a leader like me. Diba? Lahat ng praises nanakawin at kukunin lahat ni self-absorbed. But a selfless leader will say, hey, this success is not because of me. This is because of you. At dapat nga, may nagsabi, ang red carpet dapat hindi na yung mga artista. Ang red carpet, ito yung mga sina Kuya Janitor, si Ate Guard, diba? Si Tatay Nurse, orderly ng hospital, si Tita Doc, diba? Kung sino man yung binuwis yung buhay, sila dapat yung nasa red carpet. Remember, it's not about you. Okay? And it's not just you. So when you have this festive celebration, it's not about you. It's about the people gathering together, virtually holding hands and doing their part. So the trophy, the recognition should go to them. But
this is very true. Yeah.
Most importantly, thank you. Thank the unseen force. Because beyond what we cannot do, beyond what we cannot see, beyond what we're not capable of, there's an unseen force. There's this source of strength and courage and wisdom and healing and faith and encouragement. There is God. Thank God. And this is the perfect time. Kailangan may mga online celebrations of Mass, yung mga nag-worship ng mga Muslim brothers, kung may mga online. If we have friends, for example, Iglesia ni Cristo, Katoliko, born again, ano man yung relihiyon mo, honor God! Let's honor God. Let's thank God that we were able to survive. Acknowledge. Only a selfless leader can do that. And lastly, tahin natin ito.
Okay, the ever-learning leader evolves, improves, and advances.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Coach Suzette. Be an ever-learner. Be an ever-learning leader. Learn from this chaos, from this turbulence, from this crisis, from this catastrophe. Learn so that we will make it useful. And when we learn, we will evolve. We will improve. We will advance. Which is why the last of the 10 critical steps to being a selfless leader and leading your people through turbulent times is analyze. With your key personnel, huddle with representatives from different departments, different layers of the organization, huddle with your church leaders, your worshipers, volunteer workers, huddle with your volunteer LGU workers, with the single mom, with that child, that huddle with. Let yourself be represented by these people who will be the source of wisdom and learning. So you can anticipate and prepare well. You will prepare better. You will do better for the coming storms. And I'm telling you this, it's not a matter of if, It's a matter of when. You don't say if the storm comes. No, because it will come. It's a matter of when. When will it come? And when the storm comes, we're better. So everybody, every leader who answered that they're inspirational and inspiring, sabay-sabay nating basahin ito.
Okay, everybody, let's read. Hold on to your vision until it comes to fruition.
Wag kang bibitaw. Wag na wag kang bibitaw. And if it happens that you, unfortunately, will not be able to see it into fruition, make sure that somebody will be your successor, and that in this successor's lifetime, in her lifetime, in his lifetime, your vision will come to pass. Why? Because with God's help, we can do it.
All right. Thank you. Let's give Sir Howell a warm applause, everyone. Thank you. Maraming salamat for that very timely, very relatable, and very inspiring presentation, Sir Howell. No? You gave our viewers a blueprint of what they're going to do in times of crisis, how to lead their people, lalo na yung mga nahihirapan, paano ba sabihin, paano ba mismong ako nahihirapan. Blueprint na ito, 10 steps, no? Just to recap the 10 steps, because if there's anything that's more important in this presentation that you gave, is really the 10 steps. Just a recap. First, never forget to accept. Acceptance na may life storm. Sabi nga nila, di ba, pagka na-accept mo na may challenge or na-accept mo may kakulangan ka, your problem is already half solved. So acceptance, number 1. Number 2, assess the impact. 3, address the people. Number 4, align your powers. Number 5, assign proper professionals. Number 6, affirm response effectiveness. Number 7, arise. Number 8, achieve. Number 9, acknowledge. And number 10, analyze. So 10 steps po. Follow na lang natin to, and you will surely lead your people through these turbulent times. Maraming salamat ulit, Sir Howell, for that.
Salamat din, Coach Susette. It's an honor.
Yes, no. We are flooded with lots of nice comments here. Gusto ko lang basahin yung iba. Ni-screenshot ko siya kasi napakagaganda ng mga sinabi nila. Sabi dito, transcendence can lead us to mindfully be aware of everything. Ayan. Ano pa mga sinabi dito? People of value or assigning them as frontliners, especially health workers, are critical at this moment. Hope those who are in power to assign may be cautious also so that the people are at hand. From Edmond Sampana. Marami tayong good comments, and marami ito very nice, inspiring insights, or Howell. So flooded tayo with good comments. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Sir Howell, we just need to greet our, of course, participants who are celebrating their birthdays right now. We have one participant who is celebrating his birthday. Maligayang bati, Mr. Mark Anthony Bahita. Happy birthday. And of course, to one of our Ariva partner speaker, Sir Ricky De Vera.
Happy birthday, Sir Ricky!
Birthday! Ayan. Diba? Sayaw pa tayo. Happy birthday once again.
This is your night and everyone feels right. Happy birthday.
Okay. From now, we will be pausing for a 2-minute break, Sir Howell, so you can grab a drink for a while we give our participants also time to type in their questions. And when we return, Sir Howell, after 2 minutes, please be prepared to inspire our participants more as well as to answer some of their questions. So to our viewers, stay tuned to the most exciting part of our webinar today, which is the Q&A. Don't go away, viewers.
Every coffee needs a lotus.
Okay, welcome back to our viewers, both in FB Live, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Welcome back. And we would like to invite you, as you can see on your screen, we would like to invite you to our HR Virtual Summit Philippines 2020. Please, this is a series of webinars. You can check out our website, Ariva Academy Philippines. And in line with this, we are doing free webinars. Bakit po namin to ginagawa? We are doing this because here in Ariva, we are positive that learning should be available or be made available to everyone. And secondly, humihingi po kami ng tulong. We're asking for your help to our friends here or poorest of the poor, no, para ho makapag-donate naman tayo sa kanila yung bukal lang po sa kalooban nila. If you can give any amount, wala namang required na amount, you can give $1, $2, 20 pesos, 50 pesos. It will go a long way. It will help our kababayans in Barangay Mahayhay, and of course, the proceeds will go to Bayanihan Act 2020. So thank you in advance. Kindly donate. Yun lang pong bukal sa kalooban natin. And at this point, I would like to greet our participants from the Philippines as well as abroad. Okay, so greet lang natin, Sir Howell, ha?
Sige
Yung
po,
ating
ma'am.
mga
Sige po, Coach.
participants. Okay, so our participants is coming from all over the world. Meron tayong coming from Indonesia. We have one coming from Malaysia, Nepal, Pakistan, Qatar, Singapore, Taiwan, USA. Ayan, okay? So, hello and welcome. Next would be our out-of-town participants. Marami tayong participants from Angeles City, Baguio, Batangas, okay, Laguna, La Trinidad, Binyan City, Laguna, Cagayan de Oro, Calapan, Oriental Mindoro, Capas, Tarlac, Cebu City, Isabela, La Union, napakarami, no, Sir Howell? Dagupan, my hometown, Davao City, Dumaguete City, La Trinidad, Benguet, Laguna, Lapu-Lapu City, Olongapo, Zamboanga del Sur, Siquijor, Tabaco City, Urdaneta City, and Valencia. Ayan. Doon po sa mga hindi ko nabanggit na nandito ngayon, maraming salamat po for tuning in. Okay, now, Sir Howell, I'm sure they're all excited to get the answers from their questions. So let's do this. Are you ready, Sir Howell?
Yes, Coach Suzette, ready
Okay,
na.
before I do, ayan, Zoom participants, please type in your questions at the Q&A box below. For Zoom Live questions, click the raise button to notify the administrator. And for Facebook Live viewers, type in your questions on the comment box. We'll start with the questions that are pre-sent, Sir Howell.
Okay, sige, Coach.
Okay.
Coach,
So,
can I also greet yung ang dami nanood sa Facebook Live, mga taga Quezon Province.
Ayan. Hello
Ayan.
sa mga taga Quezon.
Yes, hello. Lukban, Quezon. Ayan. Pamilya ko,
hello.
Mabalot family, Varana family. Ayan.
Okay, sige. So our first question is from Gloria Salvado.
Mm-hmm.
Can a middle manager go beyond the boundary of his position if his superior is not doing anything to guide those under him in time of crisis?
Ayan. Ganda, no? So dito pumasok yung arise.
Mm-hmm.
So hindi niya maasahan, thank you Ma'am Gloria for that question, hindi niya maasahan yung supposedly yung nandun sa rurok at nagsasabing, laban mga kababayan. So in the absence of leadership, step up. But be respectful. If it's okay, you can ask your immediate superior to say, ma'am, since you decided to go to for example, go to the States or be in quarantine for 2 weeks, is it okay po that in the meantime, I will take the responsibility to lead our people? And when you do that, at least you inform your superior and somebody will be up there to guide and lead and inspire your people.
Very well said, Sir Howell. Now is not the time to keep quiet, di ba, no? Kailangan sasabihin natin kung meron tayong mga bagong ideas or anything. So this one is from Michael Bernardino. As a leader, how can turbulence affect our workplace?
Well, as a leader, I think your concern should not be more of how can the turbulence affect the workplace. You should be more concerned about how will it affect my leadership style. Am I ready? Am I prepared so that when these turbulence come in different ways and forms, I would be there to lead the people that I need to secure, to keep safe, and so that we can restore them to normalcy, some sense of normalcy.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Howell. And another question from Ken Chicano.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so having a team with different attitude and mindset,
mm-hmm.
how would I encourage that we work as a team to achieve our goal and to avoid the attitude of pagkanya-kanya, silo, Sir Howell?
Oh, yeah. Ito, alam ko, exposed tayo dyan. Yes. Diba? As a training manager for Robinson's Retail, Coach said, diba? Ang daming tao may attitude, they are self-absorbed.
Correct.
So here's what you need to do. Yes, they're still self-absorbed, and tell them, okay, I understand your different personalities. Some of you are personality A, B, C, or D, whatever your personalities are. But hey, this is not the time for you to focus on your differences. We have a common enemy. And the common enemy pauses to fold this company up so that walang tayong trabaho lahat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you don't like working with each other. Let's work with each other. Let's set aside our egos and let's focus on surviving before we can thrive. So ganun yun. As a leader, you have to challenge them.
Okay, so tandaan po natin, challenge them if needed and do it with respect. Next question.
Pwede yun Coach, have you met people na ayaw mong katrabaho?
Of course,
yes. Diba?
Yes.
Pero as a professional, nabalitaan mo, ayaw niya sa'yo, okay lang. Ayaw ko rin naman sa'yo, so it's a tie. But you have to work together. So you say, this is nothing personal, we have to work together. Let's make it happen.
Tama.
After all, this is not about you. It's about your purpose and your mission.
Can't agree more, Sir Howell, that's true. Okay, we have another question. What should be our approach to an employee who is not participative and can't adapt to work at home? Ito na yung mga sa Zoom natin, Q&A, live questions, yes.
better if time is on your side, talk to this person heart to heart. But the thing is, the premise should be, does this person trust you?
Mm-hmm.
Unless she trusts you, she can never open herself up. So remember, before they open up, connect before you charge. It's true with your cell phones and gadgets. It's also true with people. Connect to them on an intellectual, emotional, spiritual level before you charge. Talk. Tanungin mo, bakit hindi mo nagagawa? Hindi mo ba alam? O alam mo pero hindi mo kayang gawin? O first time mo bang gagawin to? Or nahihirapan kasi walang technology? So yung sinabi nating alignment of when you align your powers, human capital, and resources, baka gusto niya wala lang siya talagang internet connection. Gusto niya pero introvert lang siya. Gusto niya kaso disconnected siya. Gusto niya kaso pwedeng masyado siyang self-absorbed. So we will tell them there's a higher purpose. Set aside the self, focus on the task, and we can do it. And I'm here to guide you. Offer them unconditional support. And if they say, sorry na po ma'am, hindi ko talaga po kaya. Mag-resign na po ako. O sige, kung yan ang decision mo, nirespeto ko. And I want to make sure na kapag alis po dito, may malilipatan ka, let me know ha. Isa akong tunay na kaibigan, madaling lapitan, mahirap utangan. Kasi pareho tayong gipit. Pero if you need an advice, I'm just a phone call away. That's better.
Tama. Maganda no, Sir Howell. Pagdadasal ko na magkaroon tayo ng mas marami pang leaders gaya mo.
Gaya mo, Coach!
Gaya mo.
Gaya natin.
Okay. No, mahirap gawin para sa iba, but it's doable, yes. No,
Ito, Coach. Kasi, Coach, yung iba, kung ayaw mo, wag. Malaki ang pintuan. Lumabas ka.
Yes.
Get out of my company.
Lang compassion, no? Oo.
Thank you.
Okay. So from Edmond Sampana, would it be fair to somehow say, based on my personal observation, that the 3 attributes of a leader are seen now to our political leaders amidst this pandemic? President is transcended, mayor is self-absorbed, and kagawa disconnected due to the poor implementation of the national policy against this pandemic. Peace daw, just a personal point of view. Thank you. Well, not all. Ito naman ay kanya lang sinasabi lang niya. But I believe that not everyone naman is like that.
Natutuwa ako. Si Sir Edmond ba ang nagtanong?
Yes.
Sir Edmond, thank you. You have a keen eye for observation. You have observed leaders in our country and you know where they are, whether they're transcended or self-absorbed or disconnected. The sad part is there are mayors who are disconnected. Okay na yung self-absorbed eh. Kasi gusto niya yung picture niya, pangalan niya, nandun sa isang supot ng bigas. Okay na rin yan, at least namigay. Ang nakakalungkot, yung AWOL, missing in action. Disconnected. So kung mayroon kayong self-absorbed leader, sige, pwede na rin yan. Nakakalungkot na
kapag
may
nandyan,
disconnect.
no? Nakikita mo.
Pero sana, yun nga, sabi mo, Coach, sana maraming transcended.
Yes. Yan naman ay ang ating dasal. So a while ago, Sir Howell, we mentioned about the values. So the question here from an anonymous attendee, does that mean that they must have those 3 values? It's difficult to find one like that. It's difficult to find one like that. Daw yung lahat check. So paano ang gagawin
People of value,
ganun?
Pinakahuli kasi doon committed eh. Now ganito, if they're not experts, but they have the heart, give them a learning curve or give them a week. For example, wala ho kami talaga ditong orderly. Pag sinabing orderly, tagabuhat ng pasyente. Okay, so may mga volunteer tayo dito na, sige, i-train natin sila about yung how to do it properly, how to So pwede na willing pero walang knowledge, train them. And eventually, yun namang may knowledge but not experts, then learn with them. This is a learning curve for all of us. Learn as because if you, an ever learning leader, a person who's an ever learner keeps on learning and evolving. So pwedeng at the start, timid, shy, walang tiwala sa sarili, pero continuous exposure sa challenges in life, gumagaling.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, we give them a chance. Is that what we're saying? No, give them a chance. Tignan natin. So, okay, very good. Next would be, okay, may I have the 10 steps, please? We will be giving it to you, Ken. Okay, don't worry, we'll be giving it to you. Here, as a leader, there are times we need some space or we need to let go to the present or let go of the present. Is it the good time to resign from work? Gusto lang niyang huminga. Oo.
Sino ito, Coach?
This question is from Nathan Lou Austria.
Nathan, I appreciate that. Yung sabi nating replenish your people, kaya pa ba? Anong kailangan? Tulog, kain, alcohol, mask? Dito, minsan, kapag pagod na tayo, remember, we are beautiful human beings. We all are breathing, feeling human beings. And eventually, kapag napagod ka, napupunta ka sa baba, you become disconnected. Kasi sabi mo, you just have to survive. Now, this disconnected phase, this disconnected zone, you feel nothing, you're numb. But you also are not feeling anything. Yes, you are alive, but you're barely surviving. But the truth is, you have sometimes pat at the back. And instead of you being consumed, kasi ganito, may mga taong tahimik kasi, tahimik ako kasi kahit iniinsulto mo ako, pinapagpag ko lang. And they're good. Yung iba naman, tahimik pero kinikimkim. Yun yung sumasabog. So make sure na ikaw yung taong pag kine-exercise ka, okay, thank you, I will change that, but this will not affect me. Because if you're the person, ay, ganyan ka ha, I will take it personally, eventually, you will explode. So I suggest that before you thrive, you need to survive. So self-love, honor your emotions, but more than that, transcend your personal emotional limits.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Howell. Transcend really is the key, no? We have a Zoom live question from Miss Evangeline.
Okay po. Thank you, Coach.
Miss Evangeline?
Miss Evangeline? Tanungin natin. Are you there, Miss Evangeline?
Siguro while waiting.
Sige, while waiting.
Miss Evangeline, pwede nating magtanong pa ng ibang question. Anonymous attendee, how can I be self-aware if I'm being disconnected or too absorbed? Also, parang nasagot kanina, but you can answer still.
Sige. Remember, yung maganda yan, Kasi they are polarized there. Remember, this is you. You are that green, beautiful green circle, teeming with life, breathing, feeling. Now, if you are below, you're disconnected, you feel nothing. But if you are transcended, you feel something, but it does not control you. You feel that people are offending you. It's okay, they're offending me. But I am above that. They're hating on me. It's okay, because I am above that. So I hope I was able to touch on that.
Very good.
Did I answer the question, Coach?
Howell? Yes, you did. Very well. Next, so from Zenaida Velasco, what tool do you use to measure the success or failure of the steps? Are you doing formative assessment?
Now, it all depends. If it's the household, then it could be qualitative and quantitative. So for example, quantitative, yung sinabi nating budget for the day is 200. How much did you spend? We spent 252. Teka. O qualitative, busog. Okay, masaya ba? Now, on a national level, quantitative and qualitative. So sabi natin, you have to set your expectations and you will have to measure the execution. So depende kung ano po yung pinagdadaanan natin. If our life storm is personal or national or global.
Okay. Sige, thank you. So we're still waiting for Miss Evangeline here.
Ang daming tanong sa Q&A box. Grabe.
Ang dami. How to tell your boss from an anonymous attendee. How do you tell your boss that you are disconnected from work without being or sounding arrogant and rude? Gusto niyong
Firstly,
maging honest.
you know what, sir? You are disconnected. Good luck. You will lose your job. But the honest answer is, disconnected people, they are disconnected in the first place. Therefore, nothing matters anymore. However, if you can present them hard evidence, I call it diet. Ayan ha, kukuha na kayo ng papel. Diet. Ano yung diet? Hindi yung magtitipid sa pagkain ha, or magbabawas ng timbang. So diet, data. Kasi pwedeng ikaw, hindi ka kapanipaniwalang tao, but you're presenting data. Sir, here's the data. It's just here, 89% of our people are looking for you. You're nowhere to be found and they are losing their trust in you. Ha? 89% talaga? Maniwala ako dyan. So papasok yung letter I. Information. The difference between data and information, we know that information is processed data. Yes, sir, this has been run through a test, and also this has been the assessment made by our HR, that they are seeing a disconnected leader, a resigned leader, a leader who is guilty of failure of leadership, made information. So D is for data, I information. And then to further cement that, letter E. So diet, ha? Data, information. Letter E, experience. Talaga ba? Oo, sir, kasi personally experience, nung pong pinapapasok ko, ayaw nilang pumasok talaga. Sir, ayaw rin nilang mag-work from home. Experience. And what's letter T? T is testimonials. Oh, paano mo mapapatuyan? Si Claire po, actually, ito po yung email ni Claire na dismayed, disconcerted, and demotivated. Bakit daw? Kasi hindi daw kayo nagpadala ng pangbigas. Yung 13-month pay, supposedly kahit kalahati, wala kayong ni-release. So because you presented, it's not your opinion, it's diet, it's fact-based. You presented diet, data, information, experience, testimonials. Bam! Disconnected leader says, oo nga, ano? And then eventually, the leader will reconnect with his emotion. And hopefully, he would transcend his own limitations.
Okay, thank you, Sir Howell. Very objective.
Oh, thank you, Coach.
Objective ang pagkasabi, so walang masasabi yung boss mo. Kasi hindi mo siya gawa-gawa. It's not based on emotions. It's based on facts. You have data, experiences, testimony. Maganda to, diet.
In fact, Coach, in fact, Coach, for example, you have a kid or you have a niece or a nephew demanding for ice cream. I want my favorite ice cream. Oh, sarado. So you use diet. Alam mo, for example, Haley or Precious, I know you love ice cream. Data right now. Remember, this mini stop or Robinson's Retail Holdings, mini stop is closed and we don't have the ice cream anymore. So when you use the diet, even in explaining the child why she will not get her ice cream now, she will understand.
Tama naman. So, to our participants, wag po tayo mag-diet sa pag-communicate. You just have to communicate it objectively. Okay.
Coach, meron lang.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Coach, ito, nag-message sa akin si Sir Jeffrey Dominic Corrales. This is from Manila Titana Colleges. Thank you, Sir Howell. Ang galing ng webinar. Thank you, Sir Jeff, for watching and supporting. Salamat.
And also, I would like to share this comment from Charlie Gibaliga. Sir Charlie said, Ariva in Spanish means up. What you're doing right now through this series of talk with people of inspiration teaches us to look up to see inspiration and hope amidst this pandemic. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sir Charlie. Okay. Kaya pa, Sir Howell, to answer questions?
Sure. Kaya pa ba natin, Coach?
Kaya naman. Maganda yung mga questions. Marami-rami yung ating mga questions. And to those participants who are asking for the 10 steps, Parang 3 na kasi silang nakita ko. Mabilisan lang. Pwede ba nating daanan ang 10 steps?
Sige, yes. Coach Seth, you can do the honors, Coach.
So first one is accept. Ready nyo na yung pen and paper nyo. First one is accept. Next is assessing the impact. Number 3, address the people. Number 4, align your powers. Number 5, assign proper professionals. Number 6, affirm response effectiveness. Number 7, arise. Number 8, achieve. Number 9, acknowledge. And number 10, analyze.
Perfect. Valedictorian si Coach Seth.
May premyo ako sa
Summa cum laude ka, Coach.
Okay, sorry I missed this. Ano po yung title? 10 steps of what? Okay,
10 steps. Yes, Coach.
Okay, go Sir Howell.
So ito yung 10 critical steps to selfless leadership or selflessly leading your people. Critical steps to. Critical kasi time is not on your side. Critical kasi limited ang this is a black swan or something that you never expected. So these are the 10 critical steps to selfless leadership. And when we say selfless leadership, leading your people through, makalagpas, through turbulent times.
All right. Maganda ang ating mga questions. Very well crafted. Pinag-isipan talaga yung mga tanong nila, no? Okay, we'll have another one. Very interesting. From Mildred Ann Malaki, can you cite real-world examples based from your experience on how you're able to change the mindset of a leader from being selfish to selfless?
Ayan, thank you for that question. Who asked the question, Coach?
Miss Mildred Ann Malaki.
Ayan. Kami ni Coach Sus, thank you, Ma'am Mildred. Kami ni Coach Suset, we do consulting under Ariva Academy. We have multinational clients. We have leaders who are self-absorbed. Diba? And through seminars, we have evaluation forms. And we also have the focus group discussion. We will protect the anonymity of those who participated in the evaluation form, whether online. And then that's the time we present. When we present to the board, here's the result. And in our sa Philippine setting, ang nagpapasaya sa Pilipino, co-employees, colleagues. Number 1, colleagues. Number 2, yung sarili nila, self. Number 3, yung work environment. Unfortunately, ang pinakahuli doon, kasi they're willing to sacrifice work. Pinakahuli na nagpapasaya sa kanila, boss. And doon papasok yung intervention namin. And we did several intervention programs. Some leaders will say, okay, thank you. Whether they're leaders of hotels or retail or hospitals, those who accept that they need to change will change. In fact, we have this hospital, yung UniHealth Southwoods. Grabe, nakakatuwa, daming gumaling under Ariva Academy. So, yung mga leaders are, well, they are brilliant minds, but they don't know how to agree together. Konti lang yung mga patients nila. Eventually, when they come together, eventually when they align themselves, eventually when the people believe in the vision of the leaders, nagkaroon ng ownership. Ngayon, halos hindi sila magkanda-ugaga. Well, it's a happy problem. Sana walang ma-hospital. Yun ang prayer natin. But as a hospital, they are more than willing to accommodate as much as they can. Business is good, yes? But if you were asked them, ayaw nila ng maraming pasyente. But they can handle patients. So the change from being disconnected to being self-absorbed to being transcended happened because of the intervention that we did.
Thank you, Sir Howell. That's when consultants are being rewarded. For us, that's a form of reward when we see leaders, di ba, na accepting na, okay, ito pala yung tingin sa akin, let's do something about it. Pumapalakpak yung tenga natin kasi may acceptance, di ba? Kaya maganda yung point na bringing up ninyo.
At nalulungkot tayo.
Yeah.
Tama. Thank you, Mildred. Nalulungkot din tayo kapag, alam mo, nag-spend ng malaki yung company, willing naman yung mga tao, pero ang tigas ng ulo ng leader.
Meron din namang ganon, no? Meron din namang ganon, yes. Okay, Sir Howell.
Yes, Coach.
How can we approach a manager that focuses only to her daily work logs by demanding us to submit this, revise this, without asking the situation of her people? Thank you, anonymous attendee.
Salamat. Diyan papasok si Diet.
Tama.
Diba?
Objective talaga.
Oo.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Or you can say, ma'am, thank you for assigning us this. Thank you for checking out on us. However, ma'am, if you were to ask us this, how we feel right now, tell them ilang kilong bigas na lang ang natitira, ilang miyembro ng naghahanap na ng bagong lilipatan. So use Diet. When you do that, you're objective. You're not attacking the leader personally. And hopefully, and fortunately, and then if for you, or well, if they are factual leaders, result-oriented leaders, they see results when you presented the Diet, then they will have a change of heart and change of plans.
Okay, just to refresh our participants for what Diet stands for. Diet, D is for data, I is for information, E is for experience, and T is for testimonials. Ayan. So isulat nyo na ho, ang Diet.
Ayan. So, Coach Suzette, yung experience pang sarili yon.
Okay.
Testimonials, karanasan ng iba.
Okay.
So, yung experience mo, testimonials of others. Ayan.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying that.
Thank you,
We are
Coach.
on to our last two questions.
Wow, last two questions.
Last two questions. Ronald Santos, from our participant, Mr. Ronald Santos. How do you make people who are disconnected be connected? I believe Sir Howell already answered that, but you can still answer it, Sir Howell.
Intervene. I'm sure those people don't want to be no one wanted to be disconnected from the world. Even more, to disconnect the self from the self, yung hindi ka na nakakaramdam, yung hindi ka na sumasaya, hindi ka na rin nagagalit, hindi ka rin napupuot, hindi ka rin na-inspire. You're just breathing. You are just existing and not living anymore. Nobody wants to be in that space. No one wants to be in that place. Reach out to them. Root cause analysis. Yung 6 whys. Why do you feel like that? Why do you think that way? Why do you think it happened? So when you do root cause analysis, eventually, ang root cause lang pala niya, kaya sa na-disconnect, sininzone lang siya yung crush niya. And because of that little thing, you can intervene. Okay. Let me hold your hand virtually. Let me guide you through darkness and into the light. Hahawakan ko virtually ang kamay mo. Bawal maghawak ng kamay eh. Let me guide you out of the disconnection and into yourself, the personal emotion. Feel again. And hopefully, aside from recognizing and honoring your emotion, transcend so that you will be above it. Nagagalit ka pa rin, pero hindi ka na maaway. Inaasar ka pa rin, pero hindi ka naasar. Sinisiraan ka pa rin, pero you're still fine. Remember, it's not about you being quiet, it's you about being at peace.
All right, very well said, Sir Howell. And for the last question,
Sige,
as
Coach.
a leader, how could you help or motivate your people to be strong and move on, and who already wants to give up, that you yourself is also tired? So gusto lang niya sabihin, paano mo sasabihin sa tao mong push, ikaw hindi mo na kayang mag-push.
Yeah, tama yan, ano? So, dito, salamat. Sino yung Coach Suzette yung nagtanong?
Anonymous eh.
Thank you, Anonymous. Ang sipag ni Anonymous. Remember, I told you, you have a cell phone that's being drained. Almost zero bat. And you have a socket. And you are the charger. However, kahit anong connect mo sa kanya, hindi siya ma-charge. Or kahit anong tingin mo sa kanya, mag-charge ka, hindi siya ma-charge. Why? Because maybe you yourself is not connected to the source. So what do you need to do? If you're the charger, connect to the source. So that kapag you as a charger is now connected to the low-bat cell phone, who happens to be the people under you, connect before you charge. You can only give away what you have. And because you're connected to the source, you ask for God to give you strength. That strength is what you give to them. And they're in pain. And you tell them, I'm also in pain. I understand. I'm hurting. Yes, I understand. I'm hurting too. Gusto ko nang sumuko. Ako rin. Gusto ko na rin sumuko. But let me just remind you, walang iwanan. Kaya natin to. So when you connect, not only intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually, the person who wants to give up will have a second wind. And they will be fully charged. Why? Because you can only charge, remember, if you connect. So connect before you charge. Connect to the source.
Huh?
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. I love that. You have to connect first.
Connect
okay?
first.
To connect with people. Because you cannot do all the 10 steps pag wala kayong connection.
Totoo
Kasi
yan, Coach.
iba-block na ng tao ninyo yan.
Oo,
ba?
sabihin mo, hindi,
Howell?
tama, Coach, kasi sabihin niya, kung hindi kayo connected pero alam mo yung 10 steps, ang sasabihin ng tao mo, hindi ikaw nang magaling.
Yes, ikaw na gumawa
Ikaw na. Kasi there's no connection. Diba, Coach?
Tama.
There's connection, they will honor your 10 steps.
Okay. Sir Howell, I wish we have more time, but then wala na tayong oras. Again, thank you very much for your time and for the very good insights, truly inspiring, especially to our leaders out there. Leaders, not necessarily leaders lang of a certain company, but yun nga, yung sabi nyo nga, kaya nga relatable siya. Kung nanay ka, tatay ka, ikaw ang leader ng household, leader ng barangay, applicable po etong presentation ni Sir Howell na Selfless Leadership, leading your people through turbulent times. More power to you, Sir Howell.
Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat.
Salamat, yes.
Coach Suzette Siap, no, maraming salamat.
Of course, my pleasure to be moderating your very inspiring presentation. And see you on May 6th, Sir Howell. I'm so excited to work with you and Coach Randy.
And you also have your own webinar. I will return the favor. Ako yung magmamoderate.
Okay, that will be on May 18. Yeah. So thank you again.
Thank you, Coach. Coach, meron lang sana akong takeaway for them.
Sure.
Last words.
What's your last word? Or yes, we can proceed.
Salamat, Coach. I think, unang-una salamat po sa pagsama sa amin sa loob ng 2 oras. Salamat sa pag-appreciate sa 10 hakbang. At salamat sa pagkilala na totoo may taong disconnected, self-absorbed, and transcendent. Now, for my last message, alam natin magulo ang mundo, but let us be human beings who wake up to hope, sleep in peace, but in between waking and sleeping, let's live with love.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sir Howell. And alam mo, ang dami kong key takeaway sa presentation mo, but I would like to mention this na talagang tumatak sa isip ko, yung 2 currencies important in turbulent times. That's urgency, guys, and competence. Maraming salamat, Sir Howell.
Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat, Coach Suzette. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much. So now, for our participants, stay tuned as we will be giving more announcements. Huwag po kayong aalis. Please stay with us.
Hello, Ms. Suzette.
Yan, we're now back with our Madam President, Miss Irish Mabalot.
na lang, Coach.
So, Miss Irish, it was indeed a wonderful talk by Sir Howell. Ano sa tingin mo, your key takeaways?
Yes, well, it was, I agree with you. It was timely, relevant, inspiring. I cannot find the words how to describe this e-learning session. I agree with Ms. Flor Delisa Agdigos, one of our participants. It is indeed meaningful and with value. So with that, thank you so much for a wonderful session, Sir Howell. I'll be seeing you tomorrow morning. And my key takeaway, Miss Suzette, acceptance is the first step to change. So you have to be self-aware and also change before you change, okay? Yan.
Okay,
And with
thank
that, thank
you.
you as well for moderating this session excellently.
My
Salamat
pleasure,
po.
Miss Irish. Anytime.
See you soon, Mrs. Seth.
See you. See you.
Okay, thank you so much. And
Bye.
for,
Thank you to our participants.
bye-bye,
Thank you
Mrs.
for
Seth.
actively. Yes. Bye.
Thank you so much. For those of you who are watching this, not yet the end of our learning session, please, before I acknowledge our win-win partners, I would like to say hi to our participants from SOSA JB Property Management, Catherine Sarmiento from Cebu, Cecilia Cañosa from Santo Tomas, Batangas, Federal Land, Riza Jane and Ray Reyes, Miss Angelita Brillo from Bulacan, and Sir Rico Resho. Thank you for watching us today. And we would like to acknowledge our following win-win partners, our official media partner, Art Plus Magazine, our digital media partners, Focus Media, Globaltronics, City Advertising Ventures, Outcome, Elevate Media. Thank you also to Brother, Faber-Castell, Gluta C, Moringa O2, KFC, Mr. Donut, Tokyo Tokyo, Lotus Biscoff, Boss Job. Thank you to CERT Technology Inc., Finma Properties, Perajet, Ilawi Korea, Kitosun and Carpo Consulting, Enchanted Kingdom, Disperse, Cosmotech Philippines Inc. And for those of you who want to place your ads here, advertise your logo, your services, your company, please email us at marketing@ariva.com.ph. Again, it's marketing@ariva.com.ph. And please don't forget to like us on Facebook. It's Ariva Academy Philippines Inc. So please scan this QR code. This will be directed to our Facebook page. Don't forget to like us. You will also can watch the live streaming of our free e-learning sessions. So don't forget to like us. For those of you who are asking where to watch the replay of our today's session and our previous session, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please check Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks YouTube channel. Okay? For our upcoming online learning sessions, this will be tomorrow. We have invited Professor Ricky De Vera, one of our Ariva partner speakers. He will be discussing Transform Your Organization for the post-pandemic. Beyond SWOT analysis, how can your teams jumpstart? Don't forget to register. This will be tomorrow. And on Thursday, this is a back-to-back series, one-part series of our HR Virtual Summit, Leverage HR Technology to Power Up Innovation, Thursday, April 30. For the morning session, we have invited Miss Philippa Pip Penfold from Australia, and back-to-back with, in the afternoon, we have Dr. Indigo Triplet. She will be discussing from surviving to thriving in the new normal, 3 to 4:30 p.m. Don't forget to register, guys. And on Monday, May 4, we will be having Professor Ricky De Vera. He will be discussing the VUCA leadership, transforming a COVID-19 situation. Don't forget to register. And on Wednesday, May 6, we have invited Miss Sally Foley Lewis, leading productive in turbulent times. May 6, morning session, 10:30 to 11:30. And this is it. We would like to invite in another e-learning session, Be More with Less. We have invited, of course, Mr. Howell Mabalot, Coach Randy Esguerra, and Ms. Susette Shapno. They will be discussing Be More with Less, how to stay positive, healthy, and productive during tough times. This will be on Wednesday, May 6, 3 to 4:30 p.m. Another e-learning session, we have invited Mr. Ronnie Turla. He will be discussing best practices on human resource planning during uncertain times. This is for the HR professionals out there. May 7, don't forget to register. And we would like to invite you on our e-learning masterclass. This will be conducted by Mr. Jonathan Yabut. Online selling from home, how to use FB, IG, and LinkedIn for your business. May 7, 4 to 6 p.m. Another e-learning masterclass from Mr. Jonathan Yabut. We would like to invite you. He will be discussing leading a work from home workforce, how to manage and develop remote teams. This will be on May 14, $4.99, and you will get a one free ebook from Mr. Jonathan Yabut, which is worth 249 pesos only. And if you want to have a customized e-learning session for your company, for your team, we would like to invite Mr. Howell Mabalot and our partner speakers and guest speakers. Please do call me at 0916-695-4418, or you can email me at irish.arivaacademy@gmail.com. And that's it, guys. Thank you for staying 2 hours with us. Thank you for watching us. This is Irish Malonda Samson. In Ariva, it's all about being better, be safe, and stay home. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.